Murder. The unlawful killing of one human by another, especially with premeditated malice.
I always felt like I'd be shot. Somebody would try to do me some harm because a lot of people don't like me.
The martyred icon of gangster rap, Tupac Shakur, became a legend not only in life, but also in death. One of the most controversial figures in music, his rivalry with fellow rappers marked his career with violence and prison time.
A story about ambition, violence, redemption.
On September 7, 1996, Tupac was shot 4 times in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. 6 days after the shooting, the rapper died of respiratory failure and cardiac arrest at the University Medical Center in Las Vegas. Tupac's mother was a member of the civil rights group the Black Panthers, and it was from her, the rapper said, that he got his strength.
My mother was a Black Panther, so all of my roots to the struggle are real deep.
The admiration was mutual, his mother recognizing early that Tupac had the power to change lives.
My son was a magic person, a magical person. In our personal lives, he was our star. He made our whole lives shine. And we love him because he was so very, very talented.
Constantly in trouble with the law, Tupac was released from prison after being arrested for sexual assault in 1993, thanks to the influence of Marion "Suge" Knight, CEO of Death Row Records. Suge posted the $1.4 million bail, in exchange for which the troubled rapper was obligated to release 3 albums for the Death Row label, including the #1 hit, California Love. In the lead-up to his tragic murder, Tupac downplayed his involvement in the most famous rap feud of recent times, the East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry.
Don't look at me and Biggie and be like, why is there a big East Coast-West Coast war when you're shooting this to 300 homes, 300 countries, telling them about an East Coast-West Coast war that they would never know exists. So that's
one of the main figures in the feud between his Death Row Records label and Bad Boy Records, Tupac wanted to share the responsibility of ending the bad blood.
We'll try to be better role models, and y'all try to stop putting that drama out there. You got a lot of power, a lot of responsibility. We both do. We both need to exercise greater restraint.
Just 3 days later, the legendary rapper was tragically gunned down at the peak of his career. On that tragic night, Tupac attended the Mike Tyson-Bruce Seldon boxing match at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas with Suge Knight.
What do you think of Brewster? That was a wonderful thing.
At approximately 11:15 p.m, the two left in Suge's black BMW sedan, and while stopped at an intersection, Tupac was shot through the windows. He was hit 4 times, twice in the chest and once in each arm, while Suge was scratched in the head by a piece of flying glass. His killer has never been caught.
We live in hell. We live in the gutter. We are living in a war zone. By the time you get out your house...
The rapid rise and fall of Tupac remains one of the most enigmatic stories in rap music history.
Hopefully they'll stop it. I'm doing it for the kid that really lives a thug life and feels like it's hopeless. That it's like I reach him.
Even years after his death, he has sold a total of 67 million records worldwide, making him the highest-selling rap hip-hop artist of all time. While his talent could never be questioned, he felt a sense of duty to instill sparks of hope through his words of encouragement and rebellion.
I always knew that Tupac was talented and creative, but the other thing I always knew was the weight that he carried.
Actress Jada Pinkett Smith shared a close relationship with the rapper from the time they met as teenagers up until his death.
He was like a brother. The type of relationship we had, you only get that once in a lifetime, so he was like a brother-father figure to me.
Among the most dynamic and influential hip-hop artists of all time, Tupac Shakur is considered a hero to some, a martyr to others, and a legend by all.